my mom. My mom was
still be here. I want nobody but
You gotta look at me.
Mom was a praying woman.
By the age of 34 years old, I done broke 50-some bones. I done wrecked cars over 100 miles per hour. I wrecked motorcycles. I done let it all. I done tore up stuff. I wouldn't even tell. They tell in church, you done broke bones that you wouldn't tell your family. Yeah, a Sugarfoot stomped me in my chest. I had no business out there on her. She ran up. I fell off and fell right up on her. She came right down in my chest with both front feet. And I went and put her back in the pen. I lay sore for 2 days. It hurt. But I wrecked cars and motorcycles. You talking about over 100 miles per hour and walked away with no scratch? Motorcycles, broke my wrists, all my fingers and toes on my hand been broke before. I got a hole been knocked in my head.
I tell you, when you've been through it, sort of makes you believe.
My nose been broke 3 times.
Makes you believe when you got a testimony and can look back.
I mean, completely peeled off.
Yeah,
my face.
You can't tell me.
I'm talking about the pavement. You know what pavement do to your face, your skin? That's what my face been ripped, and the Lord gave it back to me.
Tell her how many years you went without a license, man.
Since I was I got my license back when baby, you helped me get my license back.
14 years ago.
About 5 years ago, and I ain't had a license since I was 21, and I drove 18 wheelers. I would drive 18 wheelers, everything on the highway. Drove it, did nothing but drive, all up Maryland and everywhere else. And about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I renewed my license next year.
I said, Jody, let's go to a lawyer.
And I
the lawyer helped him with those.
But every time I got locked up and I go to jail and everything, they say, I know your mama. You can go home.
How about that?
I know your mama.
Her name was Mary?
Because I ain't worrying I ain't worrying about that. My mother, Mary Lockamy, said, I'm not worrying about you. You will be in court. That was a tough little woman.
And then they're gonna say on a piece of my paperwork, they're gonna say the reason that they, I guess, did what they did in my case because they said on the paperwork that my mama was at home, they couldn't find my mama. You can't find Mary Lockamy. I got a piece of paper and I'm saying anybody that know Mary Lockamy know that she could be found. But the police, and I'm gonna show folk on a piece of paper where they said that they took their actions against me because they went to the address and they couldn't find my mama. I say that, so you gonna lie on my mama?
That woman, she would not lie. But that time we hid in the attic, me and you both hid in the attic down here at the house. Climbed up when the man, police pulled in the yard. Both of us shot up in the closet, and we were laying on 2x4. We were worse than a cat holding on that 2x4 up there. And we were clean. We were going to the club that night. And both of us up in the attic. And they were after you. I didn't know they were. Hey, I was scared too. Shoot. I was up in the attic too. Both of them.
You must have been doing something.
Why were they after you, Ray?
You must be, huh?
I had just got through.
I don't know. I probably was on escape.
I just got through. No. Both of them they were looking for you something about them hogs downtown Corbett. And I was hiding because I had just.
No, man. They ain't nobody. Ain't no.
And I was up there and we were holding them beams. And the sheetrock, and we were laying on the 2x4.
Oh, yes.
You remember that?
Yes, let me tell you. So, look, this is what happened. This what happened. Oh, man. So, when he said about the hogs, so what happened was...
You shoot the man cow.
But that was afterwards. So, what happened was, I'm working for Tom Corbett, and so I take care of the pigs. So, I got to be there at night, and if the mama have the pigs, I got to...
take them and wipe them off.
Tie their navel off, cut their teeth, and then put them in. And if the mama gonna eat them, then I got to take the rest of the babies and put them in with another sow, and because that mama going to the slaughter. But what happened was, I'm also, as I take them, as they begin to grow, he had a barn with about 60 feet in between or 100 feet, and each one of them had different type of hogs in it. But at the same, while I'm working there, I also got a brother that was running with some with Bobby and Lester.
Bass over here.
Well, I don't know who, and Alexander. But anyway, they used to tell me tell them which pen, what size hogs was in. So they was come there on a regular and get them hogs. And get that man hog.
Put him in one to a side.
So he was like asking me, like, man, what's going on with the hog? And I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on with the hog. I can't tell on my brother. So then all of a sudden, that's when the police. One day I'm over there and the police comes up. So now they gonna make me tell. So I'm sitting here like this, and the police asking me questions. I don't know nothing about no hog. I don't know nothing about no hog. And I'm like this. And he was on the outside of the car like this here. They say he kept a gun in his back pocket, but I don't know. That's what they say. So I'm standing here like this, and 2 police sitting there like this. And he said, man, you better tell him. I know you know something. And reached in his pocket like that, pulled the gun out. If you don't tell him like that, I was sitting in the back seat like this here. I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death. I wasn't scared enough to tell, but I was scared of the fact is, I'm like, he gonna shoot me. He gonna shoot me in front of the police officer. They won't doing nothing. But I know the whole point, he was gonna scare me. I'm sitting here like this, but I went home and told Mom. And they was like, all right, you ain't gotta go back. So I ain't have to go back no more. So then what happened was, the word come, Joe come home, because Joe working with him, and Joe come home, and the Joe say,
Hey, baby girl.
what's up? Joe said, he say, if me and Alexander, so I guess they knew Alexander was in on it, is caught back there on the road, he gonna shoot me, he gonna shoot us. And I'm thinking about myself, you gonna shoot me? I ain't really believe it. But just so happened one day, I was in one of them stolen cars. I said, let me go back down this road. And I'm driving down the road like this here, and I see Tommy in the bean field, in the cornfield, and he's cutting corn in the truck, and the truck is kept. No. But at this point here, I didn't know, because I heard that he was gonna shoot me and Alexander if we was caught back, or Boot at the time, if we was caught back down on the road. So I just slowed up like this here, and I said, let me see. When he turned and went that way with the corn picker, I ran over at his truck and looked in there, and I was saying, wow. I don't know if
Good.
it was a 30-30. It was a 30-30.
That was 30-30.
I'm looking at this joint here like
30-30 or 45.
and I'm thinking,
shotgun.
And I'm thinking to myself, dog, he really was gonna shoot me. That's some true stuff right there. And then, I don't know, do I have to tell the rest? People
Go ahead and tell them about them cows. How they say,